Hi friends, we are back with my mom. I have been dying to have my mom back on my page because you guys love seeing my makeup tutorials for mature skin. So mom is here again. We did this video a year ago and I wanted to just update the video with newer products. I have a lot of non-toxic clean beauty here and mom was kind enough and she's in town to celebrate my birthday. This is my mom, Tami. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Tami loves vintage and she has her own Facebook page, her own craft page. In this video, I feel like the most important part is going to be the skin prep because as your skin gets older and it has more wrinkles, you want to hydrate them because if you put too much product on top of it and then you set it, it's only going to make your wrinkles look more prominent. So we're going to try and just make your skin look silky smooth without putting too much makeup on it. So it's kind of like that perfect no makeup look, so you look like yourself but better and more youthful, obviously.
Yay.
So let's get started. I got this bottle about a month ago and I've used most of it already, and I have another large one that I've almost used the whole thing, the Iris & Romeo Hyaluronic Acid Spray. Hyaluronic acid really plumps up and hydrates the skin. It's not oily, it's not sticky, it just adds like a moisturizing layer, so it's better than like a rose water because it's really gonna actually hydrate the skin. So sometimes if I don't have a moisturizer, I'll just use this and that's all I really need.
It is hydrating.
Yeah,
I feel it.
So in our last video, we used the Ilia Essence and it's still amazing. You love it.
Love it.
Love it. So I'm gonna switch to the prequel this time just for a new and improved updated version. There's nothing wrong with this. I've just been using this prequel milk every day and it's my new favorite thing. You can get it on Amazon and it's really good for your skin. So it's the same exact consistency. So we're just gonna use that to plump up your skin. And it's not like a really thick, I don't love moisturizers that are thick. I like more of an essence that soaks into your skin so it plumps it up without sitting on top. We really just wanna hydrate your wrinkles that you don't even really have. You really don't have that many wrinkles.
I do.
You don't. One of my favorite things that the professional hair and makeup artists will do on set is like a full facial lift thing. It feels so nice. Great.
Everyone's so jelly right now, right?
Yeah, these are my favorite SPFs right now because it has a really high zinc count. It doesn't have any white cast. In color medium, so a little bit darker than your skin tone. I'm actually gonna mix that up with this one in light and you'll see how it works on the skin. SPF is important no matter your age. Remember that.
That's what this big red spot is.
I'm gonna use this to kind of bronze up her face without adding any tanner because we really don't need it and I really don't want your skin to feel greasy. You can see how glowy it is already. The makeup I'm doing on mature skin is kind of similar to what I do on me. We're just gonna use a lot less powder and honestly a lot less makeup because you'll see when I go to do this, you really don't need that much. In my last video, I talked about this being my favorite foundation I've ever found. I know you like your creamy foundations and usually sticks are really drying, but you'll see that I'm using this that it's really not. I don't understand how it works, but it's going to cover up every bit of sunspot and every bit of discoloration that you have.
With that Ilia foundation, it just drips.
The Ilia is great. It really blends in, but I'm curious how you'll like this.
The cream now, since I haven't seen you in a while.
And I love it because it's buildable too. And even my boyfriend sees this on my skin and sometimes I'll get really like dry around my nose and he'll go, your makeup looks so good. It's not dry right there. What did you do different? Oh, I used this foundation instead. So it actually does really work.
That's big for him to notice.
No, he always, when I come out, he'll be like, your makeup doesn't look great today. Because I'm always testing new products and seeing how new things look. This is the IT Cosmetics brush and it's one of my favorite foundation brushes. I use it every day. It just feels so good, right? I'll even use this stick as concealer if you want to look up. It's such a good I use it for literally everything. And then just the other side of this brush for ease. You don't need to buy a bunch of brushes, just buy one that has two sides to it. Take the remainder on the lid. We don't want too much on the lid. You do have like more red eyelids, so I guess I'll put a little bit more, but you don't want too much because then it'll start to crease and then you'll have to put more powder, so just a little bit. Now let me do one other thing for your foundation. The Christian Dior foundation stick in color 2N. I'm gonna use this on the back of my hand and then I'll go in again with that prequel, use a dot, and then blend it in with that brush. We're just gonna go on top of your skin one more time. See how skin-like that's gonna look? But it's gonna actually cover up a bit more. Everything just kind of melts in. It's gonna seem like I'm doing a lot of steps, doesn't it? But I'm really not. The thing about it is you really wanna blend it in and remember that your skin is absorbent and it's like a sponge. So you wanna use things that soak in and don't sit on top. So if you just swipe it around like this and call it a day, it's not only gonna look really patchy, but then you're also gonna lose the coverage throughout the day. This pressing it in like this is going to push it into your pores, into your skin, and then you don't have really cakey, separated, patchy makeup by the end of the day. It makes it last longer. Honestly, blending in your foundation is one of the most important parts.
I just noticed that my, like right here, I feel like I see pores however I'm doing it. And I forget about your pouncing, to be honest. I'm a swiper.
There's like a BHA Polish Choice exfoliant you can use and exfoliate before you do your foundation, and it will make your skin look like porcelain. I should have done that. We'll do it again, but I'll show you. I'll show you guys in another video. On Mom's face, I want you to see that her hollows of her cheeks are here. And we're gonna move them up here. You always wanna move the hollows of your cheek higher instead of lower. What I'm gonna do is the Tower 28 in color Getty, a bronzer contour hybrid. Pounce this in right above the cheek and not going too far in and not going too far down. You wanna lift the face and bring the illusion of it being higher, never lower. And then we'll do the forehead because it adds more of a dimension. It kind of like shrinks this area a little bit visually as well. So just here. And remember, I'm doing a makeup look that is user-friendly for every day, not one that's like glam. I guess you could do this for glam, but it's definitely more of an everyday look. Are you loving this? Side of the nose, just to add a little dimension. So for under the eyes, for actual concealer, I want to use the Kosas concealer in 03W and just a tiny drop. Like, we really don't need much. The more concealer you put under your eyes, especially if you're a little bit wrinkly or dry, that means you need to set it. This one's really hydrating, which is what we want, and we don't want a concealer that has a super high coverage, but we want one we don't need to put too much. So it's like a medium coverage concealer. This is a really good one, and then I like to use a brush and then blend it in, melting it with my finger because my ring finger is warm and it presses the product into the skin and then it stays in place. Just the remainder on the lid. We'll still need to set this, but not too much. If you use a really wet concealer that doesn't cover very much, you're probably gonna have to set it with a lot of powder, and then that's when your under eyes look really dry and older than they looked when you started. You ever had that?
Probably. Try not to think about it.
This is one of my favorite tricks, a dry Q-tip. And in the areas where you're gonna crease the most, dab the product off where you're gonna have the most amount of wrinkles. As you're doing it, you're gonna see where it starts to collect, and just take it off instead of set it, because you don't need it right there anyway. And that way you don't have to fight it or put more powder down. We're gonna set that. This is the Makeup by Mario powder in Fair Pink. And then I knock off the product a lot. Like, I really don't need much. Don't go into the powder and then go straight onto your face, because then you can't take it off and then you overdo it. Stamp this in close.
This is the powder.
This is the powder, and we're just using a tiny bit. It feels hydrated, not greasy, but we don't want it to go anywhere. So you can add a tiny bit of powder, but just try not to. We'll rehydrate it later with some spray so it's not too dry.
You guys like the dewy look, and I don't feel like I'm dewy, because my generation would call that oily.
Yeah.
You know?
So we want to keep it. We want to keep it hydrated, not oily, not dewy, but also not matte and not too much powder. We're gonna use a stick blush on Mom. This one is the Makeup by Mario Soft Blush in Sweet Pink on the back of my hand to control it. Same brush that I used for her bronzer contour. Another trick, you can put more of this into the product and make it even more diluted if you want. We're gonna keep the blush here and on the outside upper. Not too far in, not too far down. Almost just kissing that concealer that we put on. So we put on the cream blush after we do the powder because we want it to be dewy there. Like, we want it to look healthy and hydrated.
I find if I put my powder on after I blush, it kind of diminishes my blush a little bit.
Exactly. We want it to look vibrant and sit on top. And you can put a powder blush on top of this if you want to make it last longer and bring it out more. But you don't need it, but you can. They used to teach you to do it here on the apples of the cheeks. It's kind of like up and out because you want to lift your face. It's all the visual You can put a little on your nose too. We're gonna use a powder bronzer, a little bit on your lids, because this is gonna be what sets the lids. I don't love wearing eyeshadow, but I do like to put a little bronzer to tie the colors in. So just a really fluffy brush.
That's a great tip.
Just use your bronzer. You really don't need eyeshadow. I don't ever wear eyeshadow. And it will add almost like this depth here, and it opens up your eyes a lot. Because if you use too dark of an eyeshadow, it can sometimes close your eyes. Cool.
I probably struggle with that the most.
Eyeshadow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that just makes it simple, easy, done. Don't have to think about it. You can put a shimmer on your lid if you want. You want that? Okay. We're gonna set Mom's skin with the Kosas Cloud Set. Also from Kosas. I've been loving Kosas a lot lately. This is their pencil and taupe. Brush them up. Just wanna lengthen the ends. This is gonna be hard to get on video and have me do. Don't lift your brows though. Relax your face.
I think I am.
No, you're not. There you go. I'm gonna draw them a little bit higher than they are. You can see they kind of are going down, so we wanna lift them up and out. The trend right now on brows is more of a flat across instead of an arch. Because this part, we wanna lift. So if we go here, thinking about it. So I'm not ever gonna go under. We don't need it. Drawing really tiny little hair strokes. Can you tell?
Big difference. I can tell.
Honestly, brows are the hardest thing. Let me see. Relax. Are you relaxed?
I think so. It's nervousy doing this.
You're doing great. I can't tell.
It's so embarrassing.
I can't tell. Look in the mirror straight so I can see. This side's arched more.
A little bit more, but I think it naturally is.
Okay, that's just your brow. How do I get this to go higher?
Years ago, I had my brows tattooed, and she hates it. And my eyeliner. It was a great thing back in the day.
Kind of nice to see how it settles before you start powdering a ton, you know?
Doing that.
A really good highlighter for all ages, the Tower 28 highlighter in color No Shade. And just go in with your 2 ring fingers, and then on the high points, just bring in. Don't need much up in the brows. This is the Anastasia Brow Gel. I use this one every day. I think it's great. Just a little, just brush them up, keep them in place. But you curl your lashes? You don't curl your eyelashes? You gotta curl your eyelashes, Mom. Serious? Here, get in there and curl them. Gotta curl them. It's just gonna open up your eyes a lot. We're gonna use a mascara we're gonna use is from Thrive. It's her favorite one because it's a tubular mascara. When you wash it off, it doesn't get really...
What I love about it is my eyes are inset, and for years and years and years, I always had black underneath really bad. Constantly checking that. And since I've discovered Thrive, I don't have that anymore, ever. It's amazing.
You might be better at doing this than me. Here, you do it.
I just love this stuff.
Half this stuff I used was all Kosas. I love this lip liner. It's in color unbuttoned, and you twist it so you don't have to sharpen it. And it blends out really nicely too. Overline a tiny bit underneath to create this little shadow. It'll make her lips look a little bit bigger than they are.
I'm not breathing.
Okay. Smoosh. Not smear, smoosh. That brought a lot. It's crazy what mascara and lips will do. One of my favorite, again from Prequel, the same brand where we did the Milk. This is an SPF lip in color Rose Dust. Has a little tingle in it, which is really nice. It's really hydrating. Okay, smoosh. Don't smear, smoosh.
Is that Amazon?
Yeah. All the products are going to be linked for you guys in the caption as always. That's it. Ta-da! Pretty!
Now I look 52.
All right, guys, that completes this video. I hope it helped you. Just less powder, more skin prep, less moisturizer, more essence and milks to hydrate. Your skin looks great. She's glowing. She's youthful. I mean, look at you.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you guys again for watching. You can follow my mom on Facebook, YouTube. She has her own YouTube. You can tell them where to find you, and I'll also link it in the caption for you.
Tami Loves Vintage. T-A-M-I. Tami Loves Vintage.
Tami Loves Vintage.
That's me.
That's my mama. I love her. Thank you guys
Thank you,
for watching,
honey.
and we'll do another video next time she's in town. She lives in Ohio and I live in LA, so we're separated. But if you were here, we would be doing this all the time because people want to see these videos. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Bye.
for watching.